So today I'm reviewing the Arzopa 15.6 monitor with the full HD resolution, which should be 1920 by 1080, and this is under $100 monitor, which I think it's very good for everyone, kind of size. I mean, who is willing to try. So we're going to do an unboxing and a full review to see if it's worth it. It's under $100. And I always wanted to try the portable monitors because in general, having a second monitor, it's actually increasing your productivity up to 40%. So why not to try it? Let's see how it goes and let's unbox this one. All right, so the first thing I can see the manual. The cool thing is that there is a manual in English, and actually that's in Polish because I actually bought it while I was in Poland. So let's test it out. So the first thing which we're going to do is I'm going to take out the monitor. Yeah, it's okay weight, I would say. So what do we have in the box? I think we have kind of like a standard. So we have the USB-C to USB-C. We have USB-A to USB-C. And we have the HDMI to the mini HDMI, which I think it is decent. One thing which I definitely want to check is it does it actually require to connect it with the with power or not? Well, where's the English one? There's a German, English right here. So we're going to check quickly. All right, so let me put it on the side and let's now actually open that monitor. When it comes to the weight, I think it's pretty decent. Like, I actually think it's quite all right. It's called Arzopa. Arzopa. It's a Arzopa. Well, yeah, let's see. Okay, let's take it out. Okay, Arzopa. So we can see it comes with a cover, which is good. Obviously, that's the kind of the thing which we need. The quality and the design looks decent. I'll be honest with you guys. It kind of looks okay. You can also see it right here. It's alright. So what ports do we have here? So on this side, there's nothing, and it looks like a speaker. But on this side, we have two USB ports and the mini HDMI plus some buttons. So you can actually see it right here and here as well. Okay, so let's try to connect it. Okay, how to put on the stands? Thing like that. Yeah, okay, that's decent. So that's holds sturdy, which I think it's a very good thing to test it on. All right, so we're gonna put it like that. And let's test it out. So obviously my first test will be, does it work on the USB-C only? That's something which I always check. I use the Asus portable screen, which is slightly more expensive because it costs around like 160 to 200 bucks, but it works only with USB-C, and my laptop doesn't have the Thunderbolt USB-C, so it has like a normal one. So let's see if this actually supports that connection, or I need a Thunderbolt to make it work. So we're going to test it out with this. And connect it right here. Well, it turns itself on. That's a good sign. But it says no signal. And I think that's probably because it doesn't support the non-Thunderbolt connection, which is not exactly ideal, I'll be honest with you. But no, it does not. I don't think it doesn't. Let me just try again. Okay, so I can see it does not only on the USB-C. Well, I don't think it is a great sign, I'll be honest. So what we're going to do right now, I'm going to check does it maybe work on the USB-C to USB-A. I have a feeling that it still wants, because it kind of should work on the same kind of option. So we're looking at the USB-C now to USB-A, which I'm going to connect to my laptop. So USB-C goes here. and USB-A comes to my laptop. Okay, so it does turn itself on, but it has no signal, unfortunately. So that means if you don't have a Thunderbolt kind of connection, it's not gonna work only on the USB-C. That's the challenge, I think, which I do not like. But what I'm gonna try as well is I'm gonna try to connect it on both. So I'm gonna put that it's actually getting a bit more power. And let's see if this will work. No, does not. Maybe. Type C. Oh wait, I can actually change the. No, it does not work. So type C1, type C2. Wait, I'm gonna just drop it down. Type C2. Well, it's C1, but like it's no, it does not work. So that is, I would say, a bit of a challenge. But it's okay. Like I was expecting that. I was actually expecting that it's not gonna work on the USB-C. Those budget monitors, I can see that most of the budget monitors, which are under $100, they do not support that non-Thunderbolt option. So that means if your laptop doesn't have a Thunderbolt, it probably won't work. If you have a, let's say, a Mac, it probably will, because most of the Macs already have the Thunderbolt built in, and some of the new laptops have it as well, but some of them, not all of them. For example, my laptop is like 2 or 3 years old, which is like a gaming laptop, and the funny thing, it doesn't have it. So, you know. But let's test it out. If I connect power to it, and actually, let me disconnect the power. And first, let me see, does it work only on HDMI? So that's something which I also wanted to test. In theory, it should require additional power. I think also it says in the instruction. But you know, I like to test those things. So we're going to test right now. Does it actually support the HDMI only connection? So mini HDMI right here. Boom. And the HDMI on the other side, which is on my laptop. Yeah, we do need power. But the case is that most of those monitors comes with the power sockets. This one doesn't. So let's see if I can actually connect the USB-C to my laptop to USB-C, and let's see if this will give it enough power to support it. So that means it's connecting through HDMI, and oh, it does work. Okay, that is a good thing. That is a very good thing. So yeah, that's actually decent. So we can see that it does support it, and I'm gonna just drop everything down. So let's go to the display settings. I'm gonna do the extended display, so we can actually see what's the resolution of this one. So it's the 2, okay, number 2. So I can see that great. It is 1920 by 1080 resolution, which is pretty, decent. Nice. So it supports obviously the full HD, and I think that's pretty cool. So let me actually test it out the brightness here. So this should brightness. Let's take it a bit notch up. Is it bright enough? Oh yeah, it is bright enough. Like it is actually nice and bright display. Honestly, I think it looks very good. Like from some of those which I tested, I think that's one of the really good ones. It has a good design, so I think it is a pretty cool setup. So I have it connected directly to my computer from mini HDMI to the HDMI, and then I have a second USB-C to USB-C for power. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to just take the USB-C out, and I'm gonna connect the USB-C to USB-A to see, because some of you might not have the USB-C on your laptop, right? So you just need HDMI to some USB, and let's see if this will work as well as a last test on this laptop, because I can see when it comes to the spec, it has a 60 hertz refresh rate, which is, you know, very decent for a laptop, for a monitor this kind, especially within that budget range. All right, let me see if this will be enough. Will it turn itself on? Okay, it did. That's a very good plus. Boom, we got it. Okay, so the final verdict is I actually very much like it. It works pretty decent. For the budget, which is under $100, I saw on some of the sites you can buy it for like $70 or $75. I think it's definitely worth portable monitor. So also I have a separate video which also does the compare of a few different monitors and to kind of show you the price ranges and how does it work. So check it out as well. And remember, if you like this video, just leave that like and subscribe so you're up to date with everything what's going on the MadTechTalk, and see you in the next video. Take care!